Hey everyone, it's Clint. Welcome to Sweetcast. I don't know why is it that in current year, if you don't like somebody, you burn their book. This seems to really happen an awful lot in indie comics too, and maybe it's shock value or maybe it's I don't know. I don't fully understand it, but now there's an entire wave of people on TikTok who used to be Harry Potter fans who are now burning their books because social justice 2020, apparently something like that. So before we get into the article, Fatal is on Indiegogo. We just extended the campaign for the second half, so now we got 30 more days, and we have pulled in $61,380 thanks to everybody who has backed the campaign. Going forward, I mean, we can't extend again. We're going to be in demand for a little bit, but yeah, if you haven't backed it, check it out. Some of the best comic art that you're going to see in comics, period. The story is super fun, super satisfying, and it is paying homage to everything great about comics, essentially. All right, so J.K. Rowling book burning videos are spreading like wildfire across TikTok. A new TikTok trend has emerged this week. Former Harry Potter fans protest author J.K. Rowling widely criticizing views on trans people by burning copies of her book. One video posted by TikTok user whoever shows a number of Harry Potter books being placed on a burning pyre. Oh gosh, this is weird. Okay, so here's one thing though too: is burning anything essentially is for show, and everything on the internet now is for show. It's for somebody else to see and view, and it's also, it's supposed to demonstrate something, show something about the poster, and to most people it says that's kind of uncomfortable. The last people that were mass burning books were Nazis. Everyone associates book burning with bad, evil people and bad ideology and trying to destroy ideas in books. And of course that's the best example, because books are not in your face. They just exist. You can choose to read them or not read them. And so actively burning them is like just removing ideas from the market. And I realize there's so many copies of Harry Potter that you're not going to burn them out of existence, but still, it's weird. All right, so you have to stop using death of the author as an excuse to have your cake and eat it too, the voiceover says. That is weird. While the reader's perspective is an important part of interpretation and meaning, it is impossible to completely divorce a work from its creator. Okay. The voiceover continues. The positive impact that J.K. Rowling work had on millions of readers does not negate how her hateful lobbying has affected the trans community. And just to sort of fill you in, J.K. Rowling has, from what I can tell, a nuanced opinion on what it means to be trans, which, the strangest thing is that activists try to make the issue just settled. Like, it's settled. Like, we're done with this. There's no more discussion. There's no debate. It's over. But there are actually a ton of issues and unique circumstances that come up because of it. And if you're not allowed to talk about it, if you're not allowed to have an opinion, that's exactly like burning a book, isn't it? Kind of funny how that all this symbolism comes together. So you can disagree with J.K. Rowling, and that's fine. And you should voice your disagreement. That's fine too. But to erase anything that she has created, and to erase not just her opinion, but any other dissenting opinions under threat of violence, that's not a world that I want to live in. I'm not sure why you'd want to either. It's crazy. All right, so this is not even touch on the harmful fat phobia. I haven't seen that one floating around in a while. Fat phobia, racism, and a valorization of supremacists. What kind of supremacists exactly? And child abusers in her most famous work. What? Child abusers. Did I miss that part in Harry Potter? What the heck is? No idea what they're talking about. Uh, all right, so the video ends with the message: "Your love of Harry Potter is not more important than the lives of trans women." You know, it's not mutually exclusive, though. Is the thing. Uh, I get it. Like you might have a hard time with this. I don't like Dan Slott because he's kind of mean. He was mean to me on Twitter. That was enough. I don't like his political opinions, but you know what? His political opinions, I kind of knew it was kind of assumed. You know, it was default that he didn't agree with my politics, and I was fine with that. I could still read his stuff. You know, same with Mark Wade. I could read his stuff for the most part. It was when you find out that he's actively going to cancel people and trying to destroy people's lives and push his agenda on other people. That's where it becomes very difficult to like, uh, their works. Okay, that there's a little bit of a difference there. Um, your love of Harry Potter is not more important than the lives of trans women. Is she hoping that the lives of trans women will be taken? What exactly? I don't understand why. uh, it's just jumping to insane conclusions. Newsweek has reached out to this person for comment on the book burning video. Why? It's just a rando on TikTok. Rowling's representatives declined to comment. A number of other videos showing Harry Potter books being destroyed are circulating on the platform. That's a good look. 2020. People need to get out of their homes. That's part of the problem, I think. Uh, it's like you're in quarantine for so long, and then the natural conclusion is you're gonna burn stuff. So I guess maybe that's it. Over on Twitter, discussion around burning Rowling's books is circulating also as many former fans react to one of the controversial elements of her latest book, Troubled Blood. Uh, the fifth in her Corman Strike detective novel series under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith. So here's the thing, though. Uh, it's because he disguised himself as a woman, apparently. A killer who disguised himself as a woman. This used to be like pretty typical for mystery. Not anymore. Now, if you do something like that, it's saying something about trans people. This is what happens though. They first find out that there's some kind of public stance, nuanced opinion against the norm, and then they're going to immediately go and try to find little symbolisms in everything in all of the creative works so that they can say that the creative works are evil and problematic. It's silly. The Guardian review of the book condemned the utterly tone deaf decision to include an evil man who cross dressed after months of pain among trans people and their allies. Oh, tone deaf. Can can everyone be a bad guy in fiction, or does it only have to be one kind of person? If you want more representation everywhere, shouldn't bad guys also represent different groups and kinds of people? I mean, come on. With the number of people on social media citing her book as another example of the author's transphobia because it's a dog whistle. Irish pop star, I wouldn't even know who this is, Jedward. Apparently, he's an Irish pop star. Does anyone need firewood this winter? JK's new book is perfect to burn next to a romantic fire. Get all cozy and comfy. Oh, that's just great. Piers Morgan. When you have Piers Morgan pushing back against you, you know that there's something wrong. Oh gosh. If we're going to start burning things, which we shouldn't, I'd rather start with your entire musical back catalog. Sick burn. Many Twitter users, let's see, other things to say, of course, drawing the conclusion to 1930s Nazis. Because why wouldn't you? You're, uh, okay, so here we go. Here's Dan Hodges. So we've now reached the point where J.K. Rowling's criticisms are advocating burning her books. Book burning reminds me of where that ends up. Sorry, guys. Um, anyway, ridiculous trend. if you want to look like the good guy, like you have ideas and your ideas are better, burning books is not the way to do it. It's actually to put out your ideas and show that they're better. Use logic and facts to make your argument. You're never going to win everybody over, but I guess isn't that the problem anyway? You're not you're not interested in having a better argument. You're just interested in everybody unanimously agreeing and there being no dissent. It doesn't matter what people actually think. Uh, it doesn't matter what the truth is. It doesn't matter if you're making a good case. All that matters is if you're going to stomp out any competing ideas, so that you can have your way. Insane. Anyway, so let me know what you think about all this and J.K. Rowling's cancellation move. I don't know. It's just crazy to me how things have changed so much with her so quickly. Fatal is on Indiegogo right now. Don't forget to check it out and back it. I'm going to be posting a new stretch goal here very soon, and onward and upward to the next leg of the campaign. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.